This is Kevin Mayo, and today we're drinking Christmas Ale 2022 from Anchor Brewing. How are you people doing? I took a little time off. Took a lot of time off, actually. I haven't done a review in well over a year. Some of that was because I was actively pursuing in my real job, which is insurance sales, writing breweries, and I didn't think it was fair for me to review breweries if I was going to be trying to insure them and solicit them. I know beer reviewers don't really have ethics, but I just felt funny that way. I also took 5 months off from drinking. I stopped drinking on June 5th, and then I just started again like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. So kind of hard to do a review when you're not drinking. Not drinking was kind of a choice. Well, it wasn't a choice. It was definitely a choice. But I really had to get to the point where I needed to reset my relationship with alcohol. And it was a case of, am I an alcoholic? Who knew? I know now I'm not. You know, supposedly there was lots of health benefits. I didn't really notice any with 5 months off. Blood pressure didn't go better. I did lose about 10 pounds, but most of it was coming back even before I started drinking again. Sleeping, everybody says you sleep better. I didn't necessarily notice that. Meanwhile, I'm back. And I guess we should talk about Anchor a little bit. And the fact that what we call the first craft brew is gone. The whole Fritz, I know I've talked about Fritz Maytag in reviews over the years and how he was the first man to do it and really saved and almost invented craft beer as we know it. So I guess we have to tip of the hat to Anchor Brewing, all their years in business. This beer has actually been in my fridge for a year. I never got to try it last year. Most of you guys probably know the Christmas Ale story. It's a different formulation every year and a different pitcher on the bottle every year. So this was the last year they released it. They did do one Christmas 23, but it was local, tap only in San Francisco. I really think, I don't know if either they had the ingredients and the recipe ready to go and they just brewed a small batch, or they had some leftover and they just released it. So I'm not really sure. I don't remember looking at any reviews of this when it first came out last year. I don't know how it came out. So why don't we go ahead and give it a crack and see what we got. As always, if you like the reviews, please go ahead and subscribe and leave comments because we love talking about beer. Well, we still got quite a bit of carbonation after a year sitting around. Matter of fact, we have a fair amount of bubbles streaming up through it. If I put it right up to a bright light, I got a not opaque, I got just a bit of ruby color on it. Just a hint of it, if I can see through it. So it's not pitch black. We got a nice, what do we say? Yeah, probably about a finger of nice tan beige head on it. Nice lacing on the glass, really tight bubbles on it, so really good carbonation. One of the other things I wonder is what my palate will be like, because I haven't crucially drank beer, or I shouldn't say critically drank beer in quite a while. I get a little bit of like cherry or grape, a hint of brown sugar. A little bit of like dry fall leaves. And a little bit of caramel. So, all in all, a fairly nice taste on it. I did want to say one of the things I missed about drinking was missing everybody out in the beer world. Made a lot of great friends, visited a lot of great breweries, tried a lot of great beer. Tried some not so great beer over the years. So I really did miss you guys. So cheers. Okay. I'm getting a little bit of a metallic bitter flavor in there, and I think that's probably just an age factor. It's just, it picks up that metallic sometimes when it's been sitting around. I do get a hint of that cherry, almost like cherry cough syrup in the background. I get a hint of the caramel, It actually is reasonably bitter. More bitter than I seem to remember some of the other years. Back of the tongue bitter, not the back of the throat like in the old days with the West Coast IPAs. But I get a little bit of bitter on it. I get a little alcohol, and I don't think it was a strong alcohol beer. 7.2. I'm picking up a little bit of an alcohol flavor on it. I don't get any alcohol warming, but I'm picking up the flavor. So, I don't want to say it's flat, but it's not. It is missing a little bit of pizzazz. So it is a little bit, mouthfeel-wise, I get a little black coffee bitter. That's what I was getting. And I just got it in the back end of it. So I got a little bit of a black coffee bitter. And now it's just, the bitter is just sitting on a tongue. So I would say this is probably didn't age well. But I've done every one of these. Well, actually, I've done every one of these since 2011. And there's not going to be any more going forward. So I said I'm going to go ahead and drink this one as my coming out party, my return to. So, till next time, keep drinking. Nice seeing you guys again.